Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news by geeks like you. If you're new to our show, we cover the geek news beat and we share our opinions with that news. I'm your host, Chuck, and we got Randy. Say what's up to the people, Randy.
Yo, what's going on, Geek Beast? Chuck, what are we talking about tonight?
We're talking about first thing first. Universal is building a UK theme park. The multi-billion-dollar project will be Universal's first European theme park with construction on 476 acres. Acre complex expected to start next year in Bedford, England, located around 60 miles north of London. Set to
Hmm.
open in 2031. That's about right. That's
Are
about right for a theme park.
theme parks big in the UK?
Yeah, that not in the UK. The UK does have theme parks. It's not that big of an island. It's not that big.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking. And I know like Euro Disney isn't the biggest attraction, but I
Nah,
mean,
not
it does
Disney
okay. But
Paris. It's not that big.
yeah, right. So that's what I was wondering.
Theme
I mean,
parks are big.
there has to be data to support it. Otherwise,
Oh
they won't
yeah.
be doing
Oh,
it. So
oh yeah.
interested.
There's data supporting it. When I worked at Universal, there's data supporting being everywhere. People spend $50,000 on average to come to America to go to the theme parks.
Hmm. But a part of that's all of the attraction. You come to America, you come to the theme park and all of that. If it's domestic, is it the same attraction?
They come because they don't have it in their country. They complain about it. So the number
Hmm.
one complaint, even for Disney, is there's not enough theme parks.
Hmm. Okay. So
It's
yeah,
just
I'm
so
curious.
so there
No,
is a market. There is a market.
I mean, I would imagine it has to be, otherwise they wouldn't be doing it at
Yeah,
all. I just,
yeah. They're leaving money on the table because not many people can afford fifty
right.
thousand dollars
Just to
to
come
take the
to a theme
family.
park, right? Absolutely.
Yeah,
Most people
so
about,
so
yeah,
we so people save up for years. They said the average person in Europe saves up 3 to 5 years.
yeah. I mean, $50,000 isn't cheap for a vacation for most people. I would say
Yeah,
people in this world. Oh, okay. I would say most people in this world can't afford to save up $50,000 for a vacation.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot of money. So
yeah. That's it right there. So I'm excited about the theme park. I wonder what they're gonna put in. They're gonna have. I was like, I wonder what they're gonna put in it because Harry Potter Land does exist. They do have something like that already in the thing in the UK. I
yeah,
don't
and
know what
that's
they're
what I
gonna.
was thinking.
I wonder
Wouldn't
what
it
they're
be
gonna
in
let.
Universal? Don't they have the Harry Potter attraction?
They do. Universal does have it, but there's already something there already.
So I wonder how long does that I wonder how long is that license agreement, or is it just indefinitely
It's
wherever they.
indefinite.
Okay. Okay.
You don't spend that type of money not to get it indefinitely.
Right.
That park is multi-billion dollars already.
Right. I imagine you don't want to be the one that messed around and lost the Harry Potter attraction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
But I don't know if they have it in the UK.
right.
They may not have it in the UK.
Oh, if they don't have it in the UK, and that's what I was thinking. If they don't have it in the UK, then if they use it in Universal, it'd be huge over there.
Yeah, probably so. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But then Super Nintendo World is going to be huge there.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
yeah, yeah. Super Nintendo World's huge everywhere.
yeah.
Then all the associated lands with Nintendo are going to be huge.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, that's probably why they want to get in, because they
Yep,
see, you know, like you said, they're leaving money on the table. Super
they are
Nintendo
leaving money
World
on
is
the
coming
table.
in, and you're like, hey, maybe we can get some of that,
There's
especially if we
no
got a Harry Potter attraction.
no theme park is suffering because theme parks right now the cost of tickets are inelastic.
Yeah.
So they
No
can raise
theme
tickets
park
as
is
high as they want
suffering
to.
because theme parks are goddamn amazing. That's why
Yeah,
no theme park is suffering.
yeah, they don't suffer. They almost sell out every day. They have their hotels are always occupied.
Yeah. Mark said 50K vacay is insane. Yeah, you
It
know.
is. You have a family of five, Mark. But when Europe, they go on vacation. They go on for like weeks, right? So they'll come to Orlando and spend like 2 weeks in Orlando, and they'll go to Disney for a week, and they'll go to Universal for a couple of days, and they'll travel around Orlando because there's a bunch of little things in Orlando to go
Yeah.
to, and then they'll like, hey, let's go to California. Then they'll be like, hey, let's go to Hawaii.
That ain't a that ain't a that's not a large population that spends 50K though on a vacation.
No, it's not. It's
People
not.
do it, but most people in this world cannot afford a 50K vacation.
No, not most people in the world cannot.
No
But
matter
who
what,
knows Europe? Europe's different.
you know.
You save for a couple of years and you do that
Mhm.
every year and you stagger out different vacation levels.
Nah,
Because, a lot of vacations in Europe, what they do is hop on trains and go
right.
across Europe.
Yeah, they do.
And then as they're doing that, that's low cost. They just save up money for like 5 years. Okay, and then we can have the Disney vacation with the
And let's
family.
face it, people in
The
other countries go on vacations a lot more than we do in the States.
Were you gonna
Universal Epic Park looks
Yes,
dope. So
it is
like
dope.
them announcing this now is actually really good timing too, because like it looks really good, and I haven't even seen like
Hmm.
all the videos yet. Like I've only seen like
Hmm.
snippets here and there, and I'm like, dude, they got like an animatronic dragon from like How I Met Your
Hmm.
Dragon walking around.
Hmm.
It looks really cool, dude. I'm
He
like,
does look cool when they put the
man,
body on him.
So yeah, I'm
crazy.
imagining it's got to be data supported.
I was there when we first got the Boston Dynamic robots,
Oh, what?
and we had demos where we let the robot gallop at you. Man, I was scared to death. They're like, Charles, let it run towards you, and you see
I'm not.
this machine running towards you. You're just like, don't hit me, because it's 400 pounds. It's
Mm,
liable to kill you if it hits you.
I bet it does.
Yeah, but when they put the body on it, oh, it looks so good. It looks really good. It looks like the How You Train Your Dragon. I like the little sound that Speaks make too when it walks. I like the little sound that the feet make.
It's gonna be interesting in
I
that
was
movie.
wondering how they did that. So that makes sense. Yeah, it's just the Boston Dynamics dog
It's
in
about
there,
the
and
robot.
they just skinned it
They just
essentially.
skinned it.
Yeah, like dude,
Hmm.
that makes perfect sense because
Hmm.
like that's like all it could be remotely controlled, but also it's like
Hmm.
program. There's like program stuff too,
Hmm.
right? Like it
Yep.
probably like does certain motions, and you just like hit a button and it does like a programmed motion. That's really cool until it like gets self-aware and then fucking like starts eating like guests and shit.
Jurassic Park shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's wild. It's wild.
uh,
Yeah. People are like really like, oh yeah, I see the boss. You see them when you see it's a Boston Dynamic robot. You're like, oh my god, it's gonna kill me. This is what the Terminator is.
I'm just looking at the chat. Mark said y'all had us waiting like a Lauren Hill show.
Oh, sorry, Mark. That was me. That
Sorry,
was me.
Mark.
That was me, Mark. And no, we did not have you waiting like a Lauren Hill show because we were coming an hour late for the Lauren Hill show.
Sorry, chat. Somebody got their hair done. Took all day 20
No,
back.
that's
Yep,
not what
call.
happened. I got my hairline cut. No, my neighbors are having a child, and I had delivered the baby gift that I got from
Mhm.
them for their
Oh,
baby
now he gonna
shower.
bring up the baby delivery? Wow. That's why you was late to work? Because you had to deliver a baby? Is that what you're telling
What are you talking about?
me? You
Are you high?
said you
Are you
said you
high
had to
right
deliver the
now?
baby.
No, I said give the gifts to them. I said my neighbors are having a baby, and I had to
Okay.
deliver the baby
Okay, I
gifts.
thought you said you had to deliver the gift.
Oh my
Baby.
God.
It's
Pay
like
attention,
that's,
Randy.
it's
Pay
like
attention. See, this what happens, chat. This what happens when the fame gets to their brain.
I was like, that's
They
why
turn into Kanye on you.
I was like,
They
that's
start
why you couldn't come to
Kanyeing
work.
on you. Like, what are you talking about? That's what happens. That's what happens, chat. That's what
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
Charles the midwife. I love
Right.
it, Mark. I
Just the
know it. I know it.
midwife,
Randy
right?
done turned me into a midwife. Randy done turned me into a midwife. All my life, he's known I've been making video games and entertainment, but he made me a midwife today. See, this is what I
It
deal
does
with,
kind of come
chat.
out like all of a sudden it turns into this like crazy story. It
It
just like
does.
it gets like all twisted around.
Gotta do,
It's like,
he
yeah, I
fake
was late
news.
because I had to deliver a baby, and
Right.
It's
then
impossible. Yes.
yeah,
Randy's over here being Alex Jones.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Alex Jones.
he
What
couldn't
else
get
you
to
gonna
work because
tell
he
me?
had to deliver a baby, y'all. That's what it was.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
god.
So it was my fault, Mark.
Oh,
I'll take full blame for
oh
that, man.
god. Too
I
much.
think
Yeah,
I'm looking. I'm
okay,
right now.
yeah,
I'm
he
looking at
Cliff
the screen because
Constable.
he got do it again. Play it one more time, Rodney. Play the robot one more time. It's so cool, so cool. I have a patent pending on that too.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I got a patent pending on that. Hopefully we get
Nice.
it. I
Nice.
can bring that in and get my second inventor patting.
Okay. Nice.
Randy, what are you drinking? Because you're obviously drinking.
Let me
Nah,
find a longer version.
I'm
This one is really too short. It's only like 30
Okay.
seconds. So let me find a
Okay.
longer version.
the chat may not know I'm on a raw vegan diet, so I'm not drinking anything.
Looking raw vegan diet. Listen to him, you guys. Who told you to do that?
It was,
That
well, it
sounds
was
like a SoCal thing, man. That's just a
it
California
does.
thing,
It's so
man.
California.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
so
man, Rodney, you have
California.
no idea how you used to talk bad about me.
Eh,
Oh, now look at him,
He's eating
Rodney.
kale now, and
Yeah,
Kale and
I,
stuff.
I that was for lunch. I had a kale spinach
Look
and
at him, look at him. He had
kale spinach
avocado for the
and
first time. He had guacamole for the first time.
I
He
didn't
gonna
have
have
guac.
hummus soon.
I had avocado. Yeah, yeah.
there's this one. But
Yeah,
this is like a stationary one.
yeah, yeah. That's the stationary one.
Okay,
You
but
know,
still, it looks pretty.
the park had some failures to it. Me and my friend talked about it. The guy that hired me, we were talking about it. He said it doesn't have everything we wanted in it. And I was like, they should have put everything in it.
I
I said
mean,
we revolutionized theme parks. They should have put everything in it. But they have
Well, I mean, they got time, right? Like it's gonna get iterated, I'm sure, right? So stuff that like
It's
didn't
so
go in
funny.
now is probably gonna get later, maybe. I don't know.
They don't like iterating in parks. They like if once we finish, we're finished with it. We'll add something new, but we're finished with that thing.
Hmm.
You know, they're like it has to last us 20 to 25 years.
mm,
And they were like, why would we try new things when the old things work just fine? It's interesting. The theme parks, there's a lot of battling in theme parks to get things iterated on.
really.
Oh, there's battles all the time.
Mm,
They're not willing to say, hey, let's jump on this. Because to them, you know, my $20 million bonus check,
right.
margins are thin then. So I got, in order for me to get my $20 million versus $10 million, I can't spend no money.
And they got a report. I get that. I mean, it's finance when it comes down to
Yeah.
everything costs something,
Yeah,
and I
cost
gotta
something.
justify this cost. So,
Yep.
like, what's my cost benefit analysis of giving you your vanity project?
Yep. Like it's a lot has to do with like, for example, on the Marvel campus, their E-Ride attraction
Here
just
you
opened
go.
up.
I couldn't find a longer one,
There. Yeah. It's
but
cool.
that's
Yeah.
really.
Toothless looks good. Baby Toothless.
I can see it now. It has that same motion of the
Mhm.
Boston Dynamics
It's
star.
about the robot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's crazy.
And it can charge towards you if you want it to. But yeah, when you see that thing gallop towards you, you get scared.
Mm.
You're like, if it hits me, I am dead. It's like somebody on a moped driving it towards you. But he looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
It looks so cool.
Okay.
The Funk came in the chat. He said had a can of A&W root beer earlier, but it didn't come close to having some straight from the tap. Unfortunately, last time I did was probably over a decade ago. Are the A&W root beer stores still open? Do
We
they
have
still
one in
have those?
Columbus. We got one in Columbus.
Man, I would love that
They
place.
are mixed with Long John Silver. That's the way they work in
Long
Columbus.
John Silver. I kind of miss Long John Silver. I haven't had Long John Silver in like 30 years. Jesus.
Yeah, so that's the only place I know of two
That
of them in Columbus.
if
So
y'all don't know what Long John Silver is, it's a fish place that started in Kentucky. And they used to have the
did
best
it?
bread. Yeah, it started in Kentucky.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they used to have some of the best breaded
It's
fish.
terrible.
Not back in the day, it wasn't. It was delicious. Everything was good back in the day. When Pizza Hut had sit down restaurants,
It was
Pizza Hut was
delicious.
the
I was just
bomb.
talking with somebody about, and I think we talked about it on
Yeah,
GeekBeast
it was the
before.
bomb.
It was the greatest. The
Pizza Hut
greatest.
used to have they used to give you
You know,
real
you know,
plastic
yeah,
glasses, and
yeah. You sit
they used to
down,
have a
yeah,
buffet.
Yeah.
yeah.
It used to come out
You
in
Yeah,
this
know what's
deep
really good
dish
they had
too?
pan,
arcade
this
games in it.
black deep dish pan. It'd be sizzling, and they put a
Oh,
pan down and put it on the table and cut
oh
it for
man,
you, and then you lift it. Oh, Pizza Hut was amazing
But you
I
back
know
in
got
what's
the
really
Pizza
day.
good
Hut
too is
recently.
Shakey's.
Shakey's,
Shakey's was good.
Shakey's.
yes, yes.
Yeah, Shakey's was good.
Oh,
The chicken, the fried chicken, and the mojo.
yeah.
It's like a mojo tomato potatoes. I think like mojo
Yep.
potatoes. Like there was one by my old house in Long Beach, and it was like the
Uh-huh.
only one that was still open for like the longest time. Well, there was
Oh
others that
wow.
were open, but they weren't like you couldn't get chicken or salad or nothing like that. And man,
Hmm.
we used to just like go there just to get that because it was like, dude, man.
Man, you used to say it, fried crumbles. Shakey's was so delicious. Shakey's in Japan was fire.
So I was
Fire.
just reading something in another country. I forget what country it was. They say Pizza Hut has that same sort of
It does.
ambiance and
Thailand.
feelings. Like maybe it was Thailand. Yes,
Thailand.
it's that same way. I was like, so it was like it was in the 80s. It was amazing.
Well, pizza, all the American brands in Asia throughout Asia taste better because a lot of the food is more organic. You're not allowed to put you can't put factory made
Ah,
pepperoni
you can't.
on the pizza in
They
other
don't let it.
countries. It's it's
Yep.
it's, it's here.
Yep.
Some
They don't
chemicals
let it.
and they have MSG and MSG's on everything there and it's delicious.
Wow.
Yeah, but the funk came in and said, "Man, I love Long John Silver fried crumbles." Yeah, we call them crumbs. We used to go in and just get the crumbs. Like, can I get a side of fries? They're like, "Yeah, we'll give you fries." And you see, can you load it up with crumbs? They would load it up with crumbs.
I
We
don't
put
know.
vinegar all over the stuff and just eat them. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah. I don't eat fish, so I'm good
You
on
don't eat fish.
it.
Then how you know Long John Silver's is terrible?
Just seems terrible.
You see what I'm talking? Y'all see what I'm talking about, Chad? He been drinking. He's been drinking.
just, just seems
You don't
terrible.
even eat fish.
I don't.
You can't even comment on a fish restaurant.
I can't.
Long John Silver's is delicious. It's like fish and chips, like British fish and chips, but better. Um, let's get into these trailers, Randy. Let's get into some of
All
these
right.
movies.
So I didn't see any trailers.
Mission Impossible: The Final
Oh,
Reckoning. New trailer is one big leap of faith. Though it's filled with footage from previous movies, the new trailer teases a bit of how Ethan Hunt is about to put his life on the line again to take down the same dangerous artificial intelligence he fought in Dead Reckoning. He's forever fighting the same things over and over
man,
again.
yeah. Do we need another Mission Impossible?
We need him as long as he's gonna try to kill himself. We need him until he dies.
I mean, when did the first one come out in like 94,
Something like that.
96, something like
Something like
that?
that. I think Tom Cruise wants to die on a Mission
I think he
Impossible
does.
set.
I think he wants to die on set,
I think he does.
just doing a stunt. And I get it.
Because
He's
him and
Tom
Jackie Chan are
Cruise.
fighting for this.
He's Tom Cruise, but come on, man. I don't know if we need another Mission Impossible. And I saw this
Yeah.
trailer and I was just like,
Yeah. You know, I saw I feel that way about every Mission Impossible movie. I told y'all a long time ago. I don't know the missions, the stories of any of them. I
they
just know
do
that I
run
watched them.
together. They do run
Yeah,
together.
they just have a MacGuffin and then
Yeah,
they just
MacGuffin, and that's
yeah.
it. And
I
it's
don't know which one is
convoluted.
2, which one is
Yeah.
3, which one is 4.
It's like a
And I've
It's like a
seen them.
Kojima video game.
But man,
It looks amazing.
They deliver.
They do.
Like,
Every single
The
one
action,
delivers.
sun scenes in these
Yes.
movies, they totally deliver.
Yes,
So it's
yes.
like, I
Yep.
I mean, as much as we say it's like we're all gonna go see it. Like, like we're gonna see it. It's like,
Yeah, I'm
you
going to see it too. It knows what it is
know,
and leans into that really hard. It's a movie that knows what it is, like that other great franchise.
Uh, Why? Why?
I'm just
Don't
saying.
say it.
I'm
Don't
just
say it.
saying. I'm just saying. What am I
Don't.
talking about,
I don't
Randy?
know what you're
You're
talking
gonna be
about.
watching them anyway
I'm,
soon.
I'm not gonna watch you. Mm-mm,
You,
you're
you,
gonna be watching all the Owen Wilson movies.
like the other great franchises. You know what I'm
uh,
saying?
I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I don't know. I don't. I don't need another Mission Impossible movie, man.
Yeah, you do. You do. How you are the funniest person about this stuff. One minute you don't want more, one another minute you want more of a film franchise. You want them until they drive it into the ground. Which is it? What makes you say you don't want another Mission Impossible? They are great watches in the
I
theater.
mean, I'm just saying, like, again, they started coming out in what, like 96, 97, and to your point, like I don't know which one is which. And I've seen most of them, I believe. I think I've seen all of them. And I don't know which one is which.
Okay.
I remember like MI1. I can remember that
Yeah.
MI2. I definitely can
Yes.
remember that. Those were distinct. Um, to me, like they were very distinct in my mind. Those two. The rest sort of blend together. So I
They
wouldn't be able
do.
to say like, oh, this was MI3 or this was MI4. Those things like that. But like MI2, because it was like Ang Lee, right? Directed it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I also remember because that actor that played the villain, he lost that on Wolverine because of MI2. So
MI2.
I always
Yeah, that
remember
was a
that.
bad move for him.
Yeah. So, but I think the MI3 and above, like yeah, they kind of like blend in to each
And
other.
which one is this one?
This is six.
This like final reckoning,
Final
final
Reckoning.
final reckoning. I don't know. No, for reals, really final.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking of movies to come back, I'm glad this one came back. Tron. Did you see
Yeah,
the Tron trailer?
I did.
Are you excited about it?
I am.
But you're not excited about Mission Impossible. See
I
how he is,
am.
chat. He's Mr. Nostalgia over here.
I just
But
say.
but I'm really excited about the Tron trailer. The fact they gave him a red light cycle made me excited. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So Tron Ares is coming. It blends real world with the digital world, and they gave his first trailer. Disney's
Yeah,
about to
now it
make a
looks. I
killing
mean, it
on
looks
this.
Tron. It looks Tron.
It does like Tron.
Yeah,
Disney's about to make a killing on this.
but the Tron movies don't always do that
They
great at
do
the box
horrible.
office.
They do horrible.
Even the
Be-
first one, as revolutionary as it was, I don't think it was a
Mm-mm.
runaway hit.
No, it wasn't because that movie's bad. But I loved it.
But we didn't
It's one
know
of
it
my
at the
favorite
time.
movies. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it was
we
one of
didn't
the
know
greatest
it at the
movies of all
time.
time. First of
Yeah,
all, I was like 9 years old, and it was the first CG movie ever made. You know that? It was the first
absolutely. It
CG
was
movie.
so ahead of its time
So
that I
ahead of its
imagine a
time.
lot of people just,
Yeah, I loved it. I lived down the
yeah,
street
but
from Flynn's.
huh?
I lived down the street from Flynn's. Flynn's is down the street.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
You ever come down
But
there, I'll take you to Flynn's. I'll take you
yeah.
there.
I've thought, they were all great, but it just doesn't necessarily resonate with audiences.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
I feel like this movie should be a lot bigger than it is. This franchise should be a lot bigger than it is.
They have an animated series on Disney Plus. It
Oh,
came out on Disney XD. That's amazing.
hmm.
And they canceled it because they didn't have an audience for
They
it.
have a ride too, right?
They have a ride in Florida at Epcot Center.
Is it any good? Have you ever been
It
on
is
it?
amazing. It
Yeah.
is one of the best roller coaster rides in a theme
I
park.
feel like everything Tron related should just be dope. People should be clamoring
Yeah,
for
you
it, but
ride light cycles. You ride light cycles on the roller coaster.
it doesn't get the respect that it deserves. But no, I'm super excited about going to see it. Nah,
But Mark
the
said Tron
Tron
didn't
movies are
do.
good. I mean, they were good for what they were.
the the Tron movies are bad movies. It's good production. It does half of what James Cameron does.
Uh,
James Cameron gives you all right movies with excellent production. So Tron gives you good production, bad movies. They need to push it a little more.
I always love Tron movies. I just love the look of them and the feel of them.
Oh, Magic Kingdom, yes. Behind
Ever
skyscraper.
since I was a little kid. So if you were 9, I was like 7 or 8, and I just was like, wow.
It was amazing. It was amazing as a kid. But your child brain filled it in a lot of spots.
Yeah, that's true.
We watched Clash of the Titans and thought it was next level, or Beastmaster.
They were.
Yeah, to us because we were children.
My
dad was like, "Why you put this bullshit on?"
Your dad, I love my uncle, but he just didn't know any better. I forgive him.
That's what adults do. That's what adults do. Don't put that bullshit on.
He just didn't know any better. He didn't understand.
Yeah.
Beastmaster and the Clash of the Titans were amazing.
Flash Gordon.
I was about to say along with Flash Gordon.
All those movies, boy. I love them all. Love them. Couldn't tell me nothing.
Flash.
That was my favorite. That was my second favorite movie of all time. And I love Gremlins too. I used to rent Gremlins over and over again in VHS. Let's go to Blockbusters and get Gremlins over and over again. I just
Gremlins
love that
was
movie.
good, but
that and the Muppet movie.
Flash.
My dad would get mad. He's like, "Oh, you pick a movie for Friday night. You pick your Friday night." I'm like, "Getting the Muppets." He's, "Aren't you too old for the Muppets?" I said, "You're never too old for the Muppets."
Too old for the Muppets. What are you talking about?
That's what I told him.
What are you talking about?
Your uncle used to hate me for that. No, we ain't getting the Muppets again.
But Flash,
this is a different Muppet movie.
Right.
He's like, "You're too old for the Muppets." Like, you're never too old for the Muppets.
Oh man, you're never too old for Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon, none of them. Beastmaster. I think Beastmaster is the movie they can remake over too.
Flash Gordon.
Classic.
Classic.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's the one y'all never hear me say this often. The one movie they need to remake is Flash Gun. That and Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah,
they should never remake Flash Gordon. Never live up.
Just man.
Flash.
You know, and it was interesting too because it came out right when like cable came out too.
Right.
So,
that's
like,
where I thought it was.
I would always like hang out at my neighbor's house because they had cable like before school because we went to school together, like would ride with him, and I would just Flash Gordon's on like constantly. I'm like, dude, I fucking loved it. I was sitting in class like drawing the Hawkman, drawing those like spaceship, those spaceships that they were flying on, like. And they're all that stuff, dude. I'm like, I fucking loved it, dude.
We loved it. It was a perfect movie.
Man,
you couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah, seriously,
when he played football against the guard.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, Flash Gordon was unbeatable, boy. Mike Hodges did a great job directing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Flash. It was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah.
It was so good.
Blade Runner was cool. Blade Runner was cool.
I was in love with Ornella Muti, Ming's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh man, she was smoking.
Oh, everything.
She was smoking.
I will never let anybody say anything bad about Flash Gordon. I don't care. I don't care what it lives up to today. It's
still amazing. Right. I still think it's amazing.
You will get no Flash Gordon slander ever.
Trey and Rakai watched it. I don't think they liked it. I don't think Rakai liked it.
We won't have any Flash Gordon slander. Not on this network. Not on this network.
Look, Mark said, "What about Blade Runner?"
That's Blade Runner was cool.
Blade Runner's all right. They remade it enough times. I don't need to ever see it again. Cyberpunk killed it. Cyberpunk's such an amazing video game, and watching the cinema, like, Blade Runner should have been this. You know, it was a murder mystery, though.
Yeah. It was cool, but nah.
Yeah. The Funk said, I don't think Robert Zemeckis gets enough credit. He's always trying new technology. Yeah, movies are hit and miss, but he got some amazing hits. Yeah, he does, and got stuff out much more often than Cameron. Yeah, James Cameron's like, I'll wait.
Yeah,
I'll wait till the technology catches up. I don't care. I'm a billionaire. You know.
I mean, he's
even the merciless. Oh, look at this!
It's so amazing. So amazing.
So was Rakai's first time seeing it as an adult?
As an adult, yeah.
So he saw it as an adult for the first time.
Yes, There's a lot of movies he's seeing for the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah, so it's not the same. You can't watch Flash Gordon as an adult for the first time.
Yes, you can, and it's still amazing. Don't you ever talk bad about Flash Gordon? I just
Yeah,
watched some stuff, and
I'm
it's
not going
still
that far.
amazing. And it's
Yeah, I'm
not
not.
nostalgia. That's not nostalgia talking. That's just great cinematography.
Like I had
It's
a friend, she saw The Wiz for the first time as like a 30-year-old woman. She was like, I didn't get it. I was like, this your first time? Yeah, you won't get it. Not the first time. But yeah, you
that's
saw
like
this.
people telling me The Last Dragon's a bad movie. I said, no, it's not.
No,
It's a
it's
great
not. Oh,
movie.
you will never say that ever again.
People said Purple Rain was a bad movie. I was like, y'all will not slander the
Well,
prince of all of
okay.
music.
There's a lot in that movie they cannot create today. I'm just gonna put it like that.
That's all the movies from the
I'll just
80s
put
and
it like
90s,
that.
Randy. That's
Man,
all the movies from 80s.
I love the
What are you?
Hawkman in this, dude. Like I said, I used to draw that like
And it was
crazy.
amazing.
So
Everything about
crazy.
it. All
The
the
aerial
On that laser
battles,
show.
like the
When they
aerial
fly the
battle,
planes into the
yeah,
castle shoot
Yeah.
lasers.
man.
Oh, damn. The
Yeah.
Wiz
Oh,
joining the Criterion Collection. Nice.
as it should. So
As
should
it
Flash
should.
Gordon.
As it, Flash Gordon should definitely be in there. Back to the
Yes.
Future, Flash Gordon, the Muppet,
Beastmaster.
uh, uh, the Goonies. I don't know if the Goonies are in there already.
Oh, I'm sure they are already.
I'm sure
Yeah.
you're pretty sure they're
Yeah,
in there.
Goonies.
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure they're in there.
Yeah.
Oh, but going back to Robert Zemeckis, I think he gets a lot of credit because I mean, Back to the Future are just classics too. Speaking
Yeah.
of classics, right? Like you can't. I mean, I know some people don't like the third one, but I really like the third one.
One
And
of
the
my
second
coworkers said the
one,
third
it's
one's
like,
the best one. I enjoy it.
I
I
enjoy
think
all
number
of
two is the
them.
best.
I
Though.
enjoy all
Yeah.
of them, you know, and it's
Yeah.
like, but yeah, I think he gets a lot of credit because those are timeless classics now.
The
You know,
first one is just so amazing. It changed my life. I mean, like I love time travel from that period on. Between Terminator and Back to the Future, like time travel became my thing as a kid growing up in that era. Yeah. Oh,
Man, Zemeckis gets props because he did Forrest Gump, and Forrest Gump was an amazing movie when I first saw it.
it
I
was.
love Forrest Gump, man.
It
It
was.
is one of
Me
my
too.
favorite
Oh
movies
my
too.
god, it's so good.
I
Yeah.
know some people feel like corny, but I'm like, I love them.
No.
The soundtrack, like just the story, and then,
Story,
all
yeah.
right, yeah,
As a
it's
matter
like-
of fact, I don't know anybody who did. I knew hardcore gangsters that thought Forrest Gump was great.
yeah,
It's great. It's a great
Yeah,
movie.
it's a great movie.
Yeah, I've never met anybody who was like, I ain't like Forrest Gump.
I think it gets. I think in like critics circles, I think it gets something because it's just like, and I think it's a retrospective look. I think people look back on it now. I think at the time they're like, oh yeah, it was great, but then over time they feel like it hasn't aged well. Just because it's like really ludicrous, you know, it's like this guy. But then that was part of the charm. Is like
That was part of the charm because,
you
like,
have to do all these crazy things, you know.
sometimes you need somebody, that's a little crazy to do crazy things, right? Or to think crazy, to look at it a certain way, to be able to do these amazing things. And I thought that's a time.
Forrest Gump to me is like, yeah, and then just like that, like you said too, it's just like the soundtrack alone was like,
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, it was good.
yeah, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with Forrest Gump at all. I don't care what nobody say.
The Funk said,
Armageddon,
"Give me 4K
okay.
Armageddon and The Rock." Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Armageddon was dope. A lot of people thought it was cheesy, but I like Armageddon. I did.
Yep. Yep.
I thought
like-
Armageddon was better than The Rock.
Like in the early 90s, like you can't make all those movies are problematic, Randy. Any movie that's made from 1987 to 1999 is problematic.
I was just saying, I went to go see Purple Rain a couple weeks, maybe a month or so ago, because it was re-released in theaters. And I was like, uh-oh, that don't play out as well as it did back
Oh
in
man, Randy,
19...
there's go see Strike. Go see Strikes with Bill Murray.
I
Go
bet.
watch Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Go watch Porky's.
Porky's
Go
gets
watch
yeah.
Meatballs.
Yeah.
A lot of Meatballs got a trilogy. I think they made 5 movies of Meatballs, and it was like, wow. Go see Spaceballs. That would not play today.
But That was the cocaine. Cocaine was a hell of a drug.
Man, I watched The Player, right? Because I'm watching The Studio, which
Uh-huh.
is a good movie we'll cover on a show we'll cover on binge worthy. The Studio is the movie that started what's his name?
The
Tim
player,
Robbins. Tim Robbins.
the player.
The player,
Yeah.
yes, the player. Thank you for
Studio's a
correcting
TV
me.
show, but the player,
Yes,
yeah, is the
the player,
movie.
yeah.
It's
The
the
player
movie.
is the
The
movie.
last episode of the
And it's like,
studio is
whoa.
is so fucking good, dude.
I haven't seen it.
Number
Oh,
episode
I
4
got,
is so
oh.
fucking
I
good.
watched the first episode and was
Yeah,
like, this is
yeah,
brilliant.
it's brilliant.
Hollywood
It's
is
so.
angry.
And then
Hollywood is
the
angry.
good thing about like the player, I think we talked about this before, but like these shows, it's like they're meta enough, they're inside baseball enough, where like you
Hmm.
have these guest stars playing themselves, and it's
Yeah.
like with Seth Rogen's like Rolodex, it's like the first episode's got Martin Scorsese and Charlize Theron.
Charlie's Theron they're
Yeah.
throwing in there.
And then they had another one with Ron Howard, and this last one is Zac Efron and Olivia Wilde. And I'm like,
That
dude,
just sounds crazy.
yeah, it's dude.
I heard
you
it's
need to
so
watch it.
good.
The episode 4 was like probably my favorite so far. I was legit laughing out loud. Like,
Yeah. I was like, I have to start Severance. I was like, let me start the second season of Severance as I watch this show. And I was like, oh, I gotta let it catch up a little bit. Let me start Severance. But yeah, Apple TV is on a killing spree. They are bringing it. Honestly, that's what happens when you're like one of the wealthiest companies in in the whole entire world. You're like, fuck it, let's throw $300 million at this project and see what happens.
I watched Severance. I thought it was really good. It's a beautiful, beautiful look.
It is. That's Ben Stiller.
Yeah, Ben
That's
Stiller's
so
been killing it.
crazy.
Yeah, killing it.
But Ben Stiller kills it.
Yep.
You know. But yeah, man, I'm really excited about it.
No, I want to see Tron. I am going to see it at the movie theater as well.
With Tron coming out, which may actually add to the next category. It may get nominated in the Oscars now for stunts because now the Oscars going to recognize stunts.
As they should.
Yes,
Yeah.
as they should. They
Yeah.
they have other award shows that normally recognize this stuff, but I'm glad they brought in the Oscars. They should bring everything in the Oscars.
Yeah. Why I'm just baffled that it took this long for them to incorporate it into the program. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Oscars has decided stunts are essential to every genre of film.
They
Yeah,
are.
people die.
Absolutely.
So you should incorporate it.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, they're going to incorporate stunts into the industry from the groundbreaking work of early pioneers like Buster Keaton, Harold Lloyd, and Charlie Chaplin, until we have somebody as crazy as Tom Cruise out here doing stunts.
Tom Cruise gonna get nominated for a stud award though. It's old ass.
Yeah. The last new award category created was Achievement in Casting, established in 2024, and beginning on the 98th Academy Award films released this year.
No, I absolutely support having a category for stunts at the Oscars.
Yes, it says the Board of Governors of the Academy of Motion Pictures of Arts and Sciences said Thursday that they are creating an annual competitive Academy Award for achievement in stunt design,
Good.
beginning with the 100th Academy Awards for film in 2027. I think they should start it right now.
it's interesting because of the timing of it too, right?
Yeah,
The Mission Impossible is coming out, and it's like,
They want Tom
right,
Cruise to get
yeah, they want
nominated.
Tom
Tom
Cruise to
Cruise
win
to
the
win it.
first one, like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But honestly,
That's
going back
kinda
to that
messing to get
movie,
it
those
Tom
stunts are
Cruise.
crazy, man.
Crazy.
The stunts he does, like, hanging from the biplane, like,
Ben Affleck, you got to hit. No,
I-
not Ben Affleck. Matt Damon tells a story about having a conversation with Tom Cruise. And it was one of the Mission Impossibles, I think. And he was like, Matt Damon fired Tom Cruise fired the safety director because he said the stunt was too dangerous. So he brought in another person, to be able to do the stunt. Like Tom Cruise is really about that life. It was so funny
He
listening
wants
to
to die on the set. He wants to die on the set. And I think that's gonna be kind of dope. I think that'd be dope
Yeah, I
to
think yeah,
see.
Tom Cruise needs
I
to
don't
go.
want Tom Cruise to win the first one though. I want an unknown stunt person that's been doing stunts for like 20, 30 years to win it. But we know how
Tom
this is
Cruise has
gonna
been
go
doing
over.
stunts for 20, 30
See, that's
years.
what I'm wondering. It's like, what's the
But
criteria going to
somebody's done it like
be?
for 15 movies in a year though. He
But
ain't done
but
stunts for
but
15.
is it going to be like? Well, see, this is achievement in stunt design, so like the whole stunt team's going to win it.
The whole stunt team, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not going to
Yeah.
be like, oh yeah, this stunt
Stunt man.
person, you know, best
Yeah.
stunt man of the
But
year is this, right? But it's going to be like the whole stunt design team, which is good because like if you look at something like Shang, you know, giving an example like Shang-Chi or like John Wick,
Yeah.
like that's a whole team. You
Team,
know,
yeah.
like doing those stunts and designing those fights and doing designing all those stunts. So it's like that's really cool. So like the head stunt guy wins it or whatever, right? Um, just off the top of your head, when the last year or so you think should be nominated for a stunt?
In the last year, that she
hmm,
nominated for a stunt. What came out last year that hold on. Let me see. Let me put movies of 2020 2024.
trying to think. Now you got me thinking.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let me think. Power movies of 2024. What she got nominated for a stunt?
Trying to think.
Oh, Craven.
Craven? I haven't seen
Yeah.
Craven.
Um,
I
what
got bet.
else?
I got better things to do with my time.
Yeah, I happen to see it online and I've watched it. It's not good, but it's there. Looking at action movies right now. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That may be a good one, Rodney. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Deadpool and Wolverine. What are we talking about? That stunt team did an amazing job. Maybe Furiosa,
Fall
Fall
Guy.
Guy.
I'm for Fall Guy.
Yeah, Furiosa. Yeah, they would have won it. They would have won it that year easily. Last year, Dune. I don't think the stunts were really that deep in Dune.
I didn't think.
Yeah,
Either Craven or Venom.
Yeah, you know, I was saying like, yeah, I'm sorry, I was muted for the
Mm.
stream, but
yeah.
I think it's gonna be interesting
Hmm.
how they nominate and then like how they judge them and like who's
Hmm.
yeah, because if it's just like voted by everybody in the Oscars, right? They're
Yeah,
just gonna be like, okay, this is yeah. I think
yeah.
yeah, Deadpool for last
Deadpool.
year.
I could see
Yeah,
Deadpool.
I said Deadpool. Planet of the Apes.
Mm.
Because those are real action people.
I
Those are
saw
real.
Love Hurts at the festival I was working.
Hmm.
The director is Filipino American.
Hmm.
And so it was part of why we did the Manila. He was part of the Manila International Film Festival. He was
Hmm.
there for a Q&A. And the story is really kind of out there, but
Hmm.
the stunts were really good. The stunts were really because so his story is the director. He's a stunt guy, and he just worked his way up to become like a director, kind of like the guy that does
Uh-huh.
that does John Wick, right?
Yeah.
Chadwick not what's his name, but you know what I'm saying. So, um, Love Hurts fight scenes are actually in stunt work is actually pretty good, and just funny seeing like beast mode and you know, and it's just like
Yeah.
it's really
I was
over
just
the
became
top, but
Quan. He's getting his
Came on.
money.
Yeah, it's
He's
like
getting his money
it's really
right
over
now.
the top, and but it's really
Yeah,
well
that's some
done. The
good.
fight scenes are really well done.
Yeah, he's like, I'm getting all my money. I haven't been acting since Indiana Jones, and I'm out here in Oscar winning films now. I'm so happy for him. He's killing it. I want to see Love Hurts too. I wanted to see it in theaters, but I just missed
Yeah,
it.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, and he's one of my favorite actors now. Ever since his role in Loki, I'm like, yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy. With that being said, Randy, we're gonna cut it off right now. We're gonna
Okay.
end the podcast today. The Funk came back with Monkey Man and Boy Kills World. Yeah, they came out in 2024 too. There's a lot of action films. This category is very deserving
Yeah,
because action stunts and action films are really big. You know.
absolutely. And I'm glad it is out there that it's being included.
Mark says he thinks Kehu Khan was a stunt man. So, oh yeah. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited about
after
that.
the Indiana Jones and Goonies stuff,
He gets some,
he
yeah.
became a stuntman. So there's like videos and pictures of him like doing. I think he even worked on like Matrix, where
I
he's
wonder if he
like
did his own. I wonder if he's doing his
he.
own stunts.
Well,
He's
yeah,
writing.
in Love Hurts, it is him. It's
It's
like
him. Oh,
yeah,
it's him.
it's
Oh,
him.
oh, that
He's
hurts.
doing the fights. He's doing the
'Cause
things.
He
Like
ain't
I think. I
young.
mean, I'm sure there's some parts where like he got a double or
Oh,
whatever. But a lot of the
Yeah,
close up like hand to hand stuff, the
the
fights
Funk
yeah,
said he did the
is
stunt
yeah.
coordination for the original X-Men movie.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what
Okay,
it was. Yeah, there's pictures of him next to Hugh Jackman, and stuff
okay,
like yeah.
Okay.
okay,
Yeah. So he's
Oh,
he's legit, dude. He was like
okay.
it was
Yeah,
like
he's 53 years old.
I was about to say, yeah, he ain't young.
He's 53. So
Because if he was
Love
in the
Hurts is literally
Goonies, I
Love
know
Hurts.
they were older than I was, and I saw it on
He's 53.
VHS.
Yeah, he's 53 years old.
Yeah.
Good for him. Really good for him. With that being said, thank you all for tuning in to Geek Beast Friday night, which is happy hour. Since Randy's not drinking, and y'all know I drink water. He sounds like he's drunk today, but he ain't
Don't get
drinking.
mad at me because you was delivering a baby and was late to work.
See yourself. That just sounds wild. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks, Rodney, for coming in. Third man in it. Thank
That's
you for coming
right.
in and talking. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Defunk, for coming to chat. Thank you, Defunk, for curating all our stories for us.
We got
That
prop
we
dude in
butchered.
the chat. What's up, prop dude?
Prop dude. Hey, prop dude.
He said,
Uh,
putting together props per usual 2022 Hellraiser lore box at the moment. Nice.
nice. Nice. So, uh, shouts out to Digital Click. They handle our marketing materials for us. Shouts out to Rodney for putting up the reels.
Yeah.
And if y'all haven't checked it out on YouTube, we have shorts and stuff. Y'all go in there and like this stuff, comment on it, share it with your friends. We're trying to get our numbers up, you guys. Help us for 2025. We're almost halfway through the year. God, we're almost halfway through 2025
it's
already.
crazy. Also, by
It's
the way,
crazy.
we are talking about making Geek Beast of a full
Oh,
hour.
yes. Yes.
So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, full hour. And
Mm-hmm.
then from there, we're going to also start releasing it for audio. So we'll
Yes.
be a full on podcast. We'll just not live on YouTube. So you can get your geek news Monday, Wednesday, Friday, an hour of it. And, come in, chop it up with us.
Yeah, chop it up. So, thank you all for tuning in. We'll be on Monday for an hour, I think. We
Yep.
may start 30 minutes early too. We're still sorting that out. We'll probably, I don't know, we'll sort it out. We'll keep y'all informed. We'll keep y'all informed. We'll probably post up something special, let y'all know. Geek Beast is about to be an hour. Y'all about to get a lot of good news and a lot of crazy takes on everything in this geek universe. Which is quite exciting, because I have a lot of hot takes I don't share with you guys,
Oh
but now I have
Lord.
an hour I can share these hot
Oh
takes with
Lord.
you all. It's about to be hardcore. I'm about to Charlemagne the God it.
Like you was delivering a baby, so that's why you was late to getting here. That take.
Yeah. I'll let you come in as my hype man. You Alex Jones. I'll
He
let you
was
Alex Jones.
he
I'm
was
Charlemagne the
delivering
God
a
and you Alex
baby.
Jones.
He's
As you
delivering
can
a
imagine.
baby. He had to land the plane because the pilot died.
Right.
mid
Yeah,
flight.
you know it.
Gotta fly
Uh,
to the hospital.
and then somebody had a heart attack, so he had to like he had to do CPR on the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys soon. We'll see y'all Monday. Y'all have a good weekend, and it's springtime, so go outside and touch grass. Peace.
Peace.